The first thing the woman did after rebirth was to pick up the discipline ruler and seek justice for the daughter-in-law she had personally wronged in her past life. She had once been the richest woman in the country, but trusted her adopted daughter too much. Not only did she force her virtuous daughter-in-law out of the house, she also ended up with her family ruined and her life destroyed. Now she returned with memories of her previous life and a supernatural ability to hear her daughter-in-law's thoughts. This time she would make every enemy pay in blood. In her past life, under the adopted daughter's manipulation, she had kicked her daughter-in-law out of the house, but after inheriting all her wealth, the adopted daughter turned around and left her to scavenge under a bridge. Because the adopted daughter had secretly loved the woman's biological son since childhood, she held a grudge ever since the son married someone else. To be with the man she had always loved, she planned to eliminate both the daughter-in-law and the woman herself. In the end, the woman was beaten to death by thugs hired by the adopted daughter. It wasn't until that moment that she finally saw the adopted daughter's true face. She vowed that if given another chance, she would make things right with her daughter-in-law. Perhaps heaven heard her regret when she opened her eyes again. She had returned to 6 months earlier, the very day the adopted daughter framed her daughter-in-law for pushing her down the stairs. She soon realized she could hear her daughter-in-law's desperate thoughts. Only then did she learn that the girl had never gained her husband's trust. Hearing these thoughts made her even more determined to stand up for her daughter-in-law in this life. So when her son tried to throw his wife out without question, she stormed forward and slapped him hard across the face. Then she brought out the discipline ruler and turned to punish the adopted daughter. But the adopted daughter immediately feigned illness to gain sympathy. And of course, this worked perfectly on the woman's son. He rushed to her side and started defending her. This only made the woman feel more disgusted. So she said she would check the security footage. The adopted daughter turned pale at once with a cold smile. The woman brought her daughter-in-law to sit beside her. Soon the footage played, clearly showing the adopted daughter slipping on her own, and the daughter-in-law even reaching out to help her. The truth was undeniable, but the adopted daughter kept trying to talk her way out, claiming she was scared by the daughter-in-law's aggressive posture and lost her footing. The son believed her completely, saying she was just timid and couldn't have made a false accusation on purpose. Hearing this, the woman couldn't take it anymore. She raised the discipline ruler and began striking her son, then turned and gave the adopted daughter a beating as well. The girl cried and faked another illness, but the woman no longer believed her. She ordered the servants to take the girl to the hospital for a checkup. If they found she was pretending, she would be thrown out of the house immediately. They had no place for a professional actress. Upon hearing this, the son again tried to defend her. He even picked her up in his arms and tried to leave with her. But despite the woman's calls, he insisted on taking the adopted daughter away. Seeing this, the woman no longer cared about him. She turned to comfort her daughter-in-law, saying she had suffered too much and that she would make it up to her. But the adopted daughter wasn't done. She bribed the daughter-in-law's gambling-addicted father and had him demand money from his daughter to pay off his debts. She even threatened that if she didn't pay, she'd go ask the woman for the money instead. Sure enough, the father soon found his daughter and asked for money. When she said she had none, he immediately said he'd go ask the woman for help. Panicked, the daughter-in-law begged him not to, afraid the woman would look down on her. Desperate, she started working at a bar to earn money.